Today we're talking about preparing your kids now for that back to school season, Marshall. I know you're not there yet.
I know, like I saw ads already, and that would frustrate me to no end as a kid, but I guess as a parent it's pretty cool. Here now with parenting expert, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler. Let's start with elementary school age kids. How do you start to transition them back?
Yeah, we've got to focus on the number of hours. That's a great place to start, right? They're supposed to sleep about 9 to 11 hours a night. And so what you want to do is you want to start maybe a week before. 2 weeks is ideal, but sometimes that's not real. But you want to start making the bedtime a little bit earlier and use the visual cues. So you can get the blackout shades, blackout curtains, because it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. It's still very bright out. This is really hard to do. And then also getting yourself back into the routine of whatever that might be, reading books and having your routine. So starting that now, which a lot of them have summer reading or summer something, so you can maybe incorporate that. So that's a great place to start. And also with the elementary age kids, a lot of times they've lost contact with friends over the summer. Maybe they just hang around camp friends, neighborhood friends. So if there's that kid from school that you know, oh gosh, if my kid were connected to, maybe we meet. And so go to all the early back to school stuff, the popsicle days and whatever they have got going on, really try to attend those. It makes a big difference.
I'm so glad you just brought this up, because having 2 elementary school aged children, I'm like, what do I need to do to prep? Because they go back to school in like 12 days. But what about middle school? Is it different? Do you pivot a little bit?
You do, because middle school, the first thing you think of are like lockers, right? Like the dreaded like lockers. They've got some different ones, but plenty of people still use the one that stresses us all out. So go to the night if they have it, which they probably do, where like they get their locker assigned and have them practice it. Like a lot of times they'll let them bring it home, let them practice it. And then we're talking middle school is like a whole different social minefield. So really start talking to your kid about like, let's talk about some goals for this year. And maybe you make them self goals, you make them academic goals and social goals. It gets them in that mindset of, oh yeah, I gotta work on things. Things aren't just gonna come naturally, or mom and dad aren't just gonna set up my play dates and stuff for me. I'm on my own now with this stuff. So I think that's really important. And the sleep, same exact thing, about a week or two before. But with them and the high schoolers, it's probably going to be less gaming, less iPad at night, trying to remove the screen out of their room. That's a big transition. So you might need 7 to 10 days to kind of get your kid in that routine.
I'm going to have a nightmare about forgetting my locker combination.
I know.
I know.
I have it every once in a while still.
Yeah.
High school age, I assume, is like getting the trapper keeper ready. No, I'm just like, what do you, high school where it's like, no, mom, dad, I got this figured out already.
Yes, with high school, it's really interesting. Now it depends on the year, right? Like before the junior year, everybody's prepped. Like this is the most important year. So really getting your kid in that right mindset. But also if you've got a freshman, you want to attend all that early stuff. You really want to make sure that things that are extra important, they're important in middle school too, but like their clothes, that back to school shopping really should be led by them. It's a new shift where they're really going to lead the way in many ways. And so let them lead the way. Talk to them a lot about high school sports, tryouts, like what happens there, even way more so than middle school, is there's a lot of dates and deadlines and send an email to this person, and there's a lot more responsibility. And what I would say overall for all the kids, if your kid has an IEP, a 504 plan, any kind of special accommodations, please reach out to the school early, make sure those things are in place.
Okay, that's good to know. And I know we only have about 30 seconds left, but really quickly, any last information you can give to parents so we can model that to our children?
Yeah, we've got to get back into a back to school routine. I know for me, I might stay up later. We're having ice cream still every day. Like we're in summer mode. And so I think for parents, I know, and I can speak for myself, we've got to start reining ourselves in again too. A little bit more structure, more scheduled time. That modeling really does help. And so just getting yourself back into the mindset. And I'm personally, I'm not excited for back to school. So some people will be, they'll be like, yes, please. And some won't. Wherever you are, you still need to get yourself back into your routines.
Sorry, no ice cream every day anymore.
I know, she said no. Dr. Sheryl Ziegler, thank you as always. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.